Hey, this is curiouschem, and I'm going to do a video about apples. So come with me. We're going to go in here to my room, and we're going to focus on apples. Now, Washington State is like the apple bowl of the world. We make a lot of apples. We grow a lot of apples. We don't make them, but we grow a lot of apples. And so we have a lot of apples. This is a Golden Delicious apple, and it's got a yellow color. And I'm going to put a bunch of apples out here on the table, and you'll see how many different kinds of apples we get here in Washington State. So boom, there you go. All kinds of apples. Interesting, huh? Well, some of these, and they all have these different names and all that kind of stuff that you find here in the state of Washington. Like this one, that's a cameo. So that's one. We'll put them here on the bed so that we can, keep track of them here. This is a Granny Smith. This is a Red Prince. This is a Brayburn. Again, this was that first one. This is a Gold Delicious. This is a Pink Lady. Interesting pinkish color in it. This is a Lady Alice. This is a new kind. At the produce stand, they were talking about this is a new kind of apple that they're growing. And I don't know, maybe if they genetically engineered it or what they did. This is a Jazz. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. This is this dark one. This is what is called a Red Delicious. And man, these are really good apples. Very dark, very beautiful apple. Let's see. This one is a Gala apple. This one is a Johnny Gold. These are really delicious. This is an Opal. It's all yellow looking. And this kind of apple is called a banana apple. And this is called an orange apple. Not actually, this is an orange, and this is a banana. Anyway, I was doing that to be funny. So we have here 8, 12 apples. And that's not all the apples that we have in Washington State. We don't have a King, or a Rome, or a Fuji. Isn't included in, so there's 3 more. So there's like 15. A great website is Washington Apples. It's called www.bestapples.com. And you can usually tell Washington State apples because they have that little sticker on there, and they show, my camera doesn't focus very well, but they have this little design on there. So, reason why up here in Washington State, up here in the United States, and then up here is Washington on this map, just to show you where that is in the world. And then here in the United States, it's up here in the Pacific Ocean, Pacific Northwest of the United States. And most of the apples are grown over here in eastern Washington. And the reason why it works so well is because it's really hot during the day and cold at night. And so it really does, with a good supply of water from the Columbia River and the rains coming down off the Cascade Mountains and whatnot, it creates a really juicy apple. And with the cold temperatures at night, it helps it develop a really hard, crisp skin, which makes it a really good apple. But anyway, I used to go over and pick when I was younger, in Eastern Washington, but those jobs are gone now. They're only it's all done by the illegal immigrants that have come over into the United States, all the way all the way from down here. Those illegal immigrants, they come up here to pick the fruit in Eastern Washington, and so they won't hire me because I want a regular wage or whatever, which I would take any fucking wage, but they won't. They're not the ones that hire you now. It's all the illegal immigrants are in charge of going out and hiring all the other illegal immigrants. They just take control of all that. And most of the sections, whatever, this video is about apples, not about that, so let's stop that. Anyway, something else about apples, too, that is neat is the nutritional facts. So I'll show you some of the nutritional facts now. Nutrition facts for one large apple. About 130 calories. And as far as your daily dose, 7% of the potassium you need, 11% of the total carbohydrates, about 34 grams. The dietary fiber, 20%. And it contains about 25% of sugars, fructose, 1 gram of protein, vitamin A, 2% of the daily, what you need, calcium, 2%, vitamin C, 8%, iron, 2%. And that's good. It's really good, healthy food for your diet. Really good sugars. It's not cane sugar, it's fructose and stuff like that. And some more things about apples that we find interesting is that it's a pomaceous fruit, and it comes from the tree species Malus domestica of the rose family, Rosaceae, and it's a perennial. It's many members of the genus Malus. Anyway, one of the things I thought is the value of about $10 billion a year that it brings in. And in 2005, China produced about 35% of the world's supply. The United States was the second leading producer of more than 7.5% of the world's supply, and then followed by Iran, and then Turkey, Russia, Italy, and India. Wikipedia has a wonderful bunch of information about apples. There are more than 7,500 known kinds of apples. Wow. With a place in England having the biggest display. The National Fruit Collection in England. Wow. One of the other really cool things about apples is that you can dehydrate them and have really good storage for survival or whatever, just for the winter. Then you can can them really good, things like that for the apple. It's important that you realize that you can dry them or you can can them for the off times when it's not, apple picking season. Pears and all kinds of stuff everywhere so people could have lots of food instead of always having to, rely on others for food, because food's important and apples are part of that. So, peace.